Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, a cryptocurrency and blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, it's going to be swearing. Look, you've been warned. So look, here I come. In 3, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. You're now about to witness. Oh, shit. The greatest show on earth. Greatest show. In the mold here. Bang! Greatest daggone show in the daggone multiverse. We have a great show for you today. Bang! Welcome, everybody. All right. It's good to be with you. Good to be back with all my brothers and sisters. Oh, yeah. We got crypto to talk about. We got crypto. So actually, today's just going to be actually probably a quick show. I mean, there's not so much yap like those last two kind of marathon shows. This shit should be over in under an hour. Don't worry. It should be over in under an hour. All right. So let's just get right to it then. So the Italian central, Polygon hodlers, bang! The Italian central bank is going to use Polygon to tokenize assets, to dabble. But yeah, so bang! We're going to read about that. And then Google Cloud is going to run a validator on Celo. All right, Celo hodlers, bang! And Indonesia is launching a national crypto exchange. Now, I haven't read this story yet, and it's actually a little old. I think it's probably launched by the time I'm telling you this, but they're going to launch a national crypto exchange. We're going to read about it. And then we're going to look at just some little thing in Hong Kong, retailers in Hong Kong. We're not going to yap about it, but just so you know it's there. All right, and then we're going to do the shout-outs and daily summary as per usual. So let's proceed how we proceed with a bang. And then we head on over here. We do a little look. I said, look. Bang. There we go. I said, look. And then we do a little bit of look. Refresh. All right. So, price of Bitcoin. $29,366. Well, if the last time we were at $30,322. So we have gone down. 900 and what was that? I don't know, like $88, $988. I don't feel like doing the math. Bang! All right, down $988. All right. So look, all right, let's talk macro. So this will be quick because there's nothing really to say except everything is going A-okay. Inflation is falling. Yeah, I mean, and that's it. You know, that's all we're waiting for. We had the trifecta of fuckery. We've gotten through the war. We've gotten through the crap. China. I mean, there is still economic trouble in China, though, but that's internal to them. At least the supply chains are running again. I mean, they have internal economic problems right now. Well, we're not going to get into that because that's not really going to affect us. So we don't have to talk about it. And so everything's just rolling smoothly. We're just raising interest rates, watching inflation fall, and we just got to wait till we get to 2%, and then, happy days are back again, risk on once again, right? I mean, that's all there is to it. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, Russia's fucking around with the grain in Ukraine a little bit, but that's not really a thing anymore because now they're shipping it over land and stuff like that. So that's over with. So it's really just inflation. That's all we're waiting for. And that's a natural process that happens as you raise rates. America, Canada, Australia, Europe, bang. South Korea, bang. Inflation's coming down. The UK, not so much. But at a macro level, that's fine. So that's all I really have to say about macroeconomics. Everything is just working out fine on that level. It's all working out. All right, and so let's just get right back into crypto. All right, top 10 of the day, brothers and sisters. You know who they are? Usual suspects. Usual miscreants. Look, top 10. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, XRP, USD Coin, Dogecoin, Cardano, Solana, and Tron holding up the number 10. All right, let's look at market moves of the day. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Dogecoin made some big move yesterday. I think like 20% maybe even or something. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down, two. Single digits up, two, single digits down. All right, let's see who lost money today. If you see anything here you like, go get it. Look, because it's on sale. Let's see who we're working with. Bang! Top 10 losers. Bone Shiba Swap. Theta Network, Shiba Inu, Dash, OKB, Immutable, Imix, Curve DAO token, Nexo, Optimism, and Zcash. Let's see who made money today. Bang! Whew, look at you, Thorchain. All right, top 10 gainers. Thorchain, Toncoin, Pepe, GMX, Arweave, ApeCoin, Algorand, Didix, Unicid Leo, and Ape NFT. Let's see what the total market cap is. Oh, yeah. We're over a one-piece chicken. What are we working with here? All right, that's decent. That's decent. 1.17 trillion. Look, when I left you. Oh, shit, we're actually down from when I left you last time. Well, anyway, it's still over 1 trillion. You know me. I like my 1 trillion market cap and my 100 billion daily volume. At least. You know, that's just picking the bones. That's the bare minimum. You know, that's starvation diet. But at least you live. All right. All right, guys. So look, total market cap is $1.17 trillion. When I left you last time, we were at $1.21 trillion. We have gone down $0.04 trillion. Let's see what the 24-hour volume is. Where are we here? There we are. Get the fuck out of here. Get the total fuck out of here. Really? Holy, this is putrid. This is, oh my gosh, hide the women and children. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. What the shit? They must have something wrong with the website. This can't be real. All right. Fuck off. 24-hour volume. $16.22 billion. $16.2 billion. That's pocket change. That's pocket change. That's what a homeless man gets. Begging on the streets. Fucking 16 billion, daggone. Holy schmoly. All right. Wow. Oh, you know, the numbers don't lie, so it is what it is. All right, so when I left you last time, we were at a paltry 50.42. So we've gone down. Yeesh. So pathetic. We've gone down $34.20 billion market cap. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't think we've ever seen 16 billion. Never. Even in 2018 when I was doing this show, I mean, we were always still, you know, weren't we? Yeah, like, in fact, back then we were even in the hundreds, weren't we? Even when the market was crashing during what we call here the cryptocurrency bloodbath of 2018. Fuck, this is ridiculous. All right, well, numbers are the numbers. It is what it is. Let's get to the stories. All right, let's get to the stories. That just made me sad right there. All right. Bang! Italy's central bank taps Polygon. Fireblocks DeFi project to help institutions dabble with tokenized assets. Hold on a second. Can't find the lid for my marker. All right. Anyway, look. All right, so let's check it out. Oh, so the initiative aims to help Italian banks, asset managers, and financial institutions, including the $1 trillion banking group Intesa San Paolo, experiment with decentralized finance and securitized tokens. We all know that they're going to securitize tokens one day. And security tokens. All right. Sorry. I thought they meant tokenized securities. Security tokens. Okay. All right. Let's read on. Where the hell did the lid to my fucking thing go? All right. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so the Bank of Italy's Innovation Hub picked a decentralized finance project involving Ethereum scaling network developer Polygon Labs and crypto infrastructure provider Fireblocks to help financial institutions dabble with DeFi and tokenized asset. Bang! Bang! Yes! Matic holder, las. So the Milano Hub, the Italian central bank's Center for Developing Innovative Ideas in Finance, will support the development of the so-called institutional DeFi for security token ecosystem for 6 months, the press release said. The platform aims to help traditional financial institutions to experiment with security tokens and execute transactions using DeFi rails in a safe, regulated manner. So the initiative comes as central banks globally work on central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and explore ways to incorporate blockchain technology into the existing payment system. Meanwhile, tokenization has become one of the hottest trends in crypto, as TradeFi institutions and digital asset firms are placing old school instruments, including bonds and equities, onto the blockchain. Bang! We all know that's going to happen. You'll probably be able to hold your Tesla and Microsoft shares on your Ledger Nano one day. Well, they'll be tokenized, right? I think so. Anyway, we'll see. So, I told you, remember back in the days I used to make that joke? They'll probably tokenize your baby once you have it. Yeah, slap a QR code right on its ass. Bap! Right? As soon as the baby comes out. Oh, look, Miss Johnson, it's a nice baby girl. Bap! Right? You know they slap the babies to make them breathe or something, right? Yeah, well, the slap now will have a QR code on it. There you go. Right? We'll scan it in. Baby number 6752. What's the name, ma'am? Jennifer. All right. Beep. No, there she is. She's tokenized now. They'll upload her data to the blockchain, and that'll be that. Oh, yeah. Everything's going to be tokenized. I told you about property. Wait till they start tokenizing property. That's going to be the shit. Told you about those Indians and stuff in third world countries, man, getting their shit stolen. Yeesh. I don't like that behavior. Miscreants. Tag on miscreants. Yeah, we can't fuck around with the blockchain, miscreant. Look, so Bank of America report said the tokenization may reshape how value is transferred, settled, and stored across every industry, making transactions faster, lowering costs, and creating a more efficient financial infrastructure. Setup Advisory, a consultancy spin-off of the Università Cattolica del Sacro Cuore of Milan's Certif Research Center, will lead the platform's development, coordinating the efforts of Polygon Labs. Bang! Look! Fireblocks, tech developer Reply, legal and tax consultant Linklaters, and Web3 studio DVRS. The project will involve Italian banks, asset managers. Bang! Asset managers. We want the asset managers to know how to buy, handle, hodl, whatever they want to do with this stuff in the future. I've taught you about asset managers. They're the ones who handle other people's money. Right? That's the chicken. All right. And where were we? Product with Italian banks, asset managers, and financial institutions, according to the press release, including the country's largest banking group, Intesa San Paolo, with more than 1 trillion. Look! Oh, shit. With what? Bang! A trilly-piece chicken of assets under management. Exactly. See? 1 trilly-piece these guys have, and they're in this test thing. Yeah, they want to know how to do this. They want to step into this game. They want to step up. Nice. A 1-piece trill chicken. Hold on, let me get a sip. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that kind of number. That's sweet. That's sweet. You see, there's a difference between a bank that has, $1 trillion in customers' deposits, or a company like this, an institution like this, which is the banking group, but has assets under management. You see, there's a difference, right? Bank of America has, retail and banking customers, as customers. Just they put their money in, they hold it there, done. Right? But Bank of America doesn't manage the assets. In other words, they're not out there allocating clients' funds in hope of gains, right, for profit. Yeah, but this is an asset manager, meaning they've got $1 trillion to start allocating because they manage the money. You understand? That's why asset managers are so important. They manage other people's money, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we want them in this space, so that they start funneling some of their client money here, around these parts. You know what I'm saying? Bring some of that money around this way, son. We got some fine chicken around these parts. Come on now. Come taste some of this chicken, boy. Yeah, we want them to come on over and taste our chicken. Oh, yeah, it's tender and plump. Anyways, we believe it's vitally important to create the conditions for DeFi to become a safe and open operating environment for supervised entities as well. Emmanuel blah, blah, blah said. All right, bang, there we go. So you see the approach. They want to get in. They're going to dabble here. They're going to just test it out. Like, okay, how can we do it? And you see what they're doing. It's kind of like they're making a little test bed for themselves. And they're just going to see and tweak and, ask their IT guys and ask their, the lawyers, what's legal and not, and da-da-da-da. Because you could see that they said they want it in a regulated environment. So it's going to have to be up to standard, right? So, and this is what I was talking about, guys, is like, once Europe came out with the MiCA regs, this is the stuff all the institutions are doing. Stuff like this. Like, not just this DeFi thing, but the banks are figuring out, okay, well, how can we get our customers to custody or to bring their Bitcoins and the Ethereum to our bank to custody for them? How can we allow them to even buy and sell maybe some tokens through us, exchange tokens to us, right? Like, now that the laws are there, now that they know what you're allowed to do, not allowed to do, how much insurance, how much collateral you need, all these little technical details. Well, now they're all testing it, like, okay, let's try this and see. And, will this be profitable for us? I mean, let's get real about it. At the end of the day, will it be profitable? Will it be profitable to make an ETF? Will it be profitable to have our clients, if we're going to invest all this money in a custody and everything, do we have enough clients that are even going to keep their BTC, their Bitcoin with us, their Ethereum with us, right? We're not going to pay fucking $100 million worth of insurance and all this shit if only 2 people put their Bitcoin with us. You see, they've got to do all the marketing analysis first, all this market research and all the tinkering and tailoring. And that's why I told you, now that MiCA regs are here, now they're doing all of that. And that's why I told you by like next year, like Q1, we should start seeing a whole bunch of, actually, I even think, I kind of thought Q4 this year, but Q1, Q2 next year, out of Europe anyways, we should start seeing all sorts of crypto-related financial instruments, right? I've taught you about investment vehicles, right? There's many ways, right? Microsoft share. Here's a Microsoft share. Yeah, well, there's many ways I can invest in that. Huh? What do you mean? Look, dickhead. I can invest in this share by just buying it, just buying and holding a vanilla Microsoft share. I can invest in this share through what's called a futures contract, right? I can do it either cash settled or physically settled. So there's 2 different ways, just in the futures. I can invest in Microsoft through an option contract. I can sell puts, I can buy calls, or I can sell calls. I can buy and sell calls and puts, do strangles, butterflies, all sorts of shit with options, just on this one share. I can invest in a fund that has Microsoft in the fund. So I can invest in like a FANG fund, Facebook, Amazon, or some tech fund, Microsoft, Tesla, Facebook, Amazon, fund, right? And it's got Microsoft in it, right? So my portfolio is exposed to the price action of that Microsoft share. What else can we do with it? I mean, we can get into esoteric shit like swaps and okay, but we'll just keep it simple, because there's a million different funds we could have: mutual fund, pension fund, your 401k. Your 401k is just a fund, right? It's just a basket of assets that you hope will be big enough that by the time you retire, well, there's enough money in it to let you do so comfortably, right? And so anyway, so you saw that I just showed you like about 8 different ways to invest in one asset, right? Just Microsoft share, just the Microsoft share, right? And so that's what is about to happen in Europe. Right? It's not just that you're going to have Bitcoin. Okay, here's your fucking Bitcoin. Yeah, but there's going to be a million ways to invest in the Bitcoin, right? A million different funds you can buy with it, a million different options you can do with it, swaps you can do with it, futures contracts, ETFs, ETPs, and more, right? Yeah, that's one little shit called Bitcoin, right? And so, but that's how it works. Now now Europe is building, and you can see right here, at least in Italy, and I'm sure this is happening, trust me, all over the 27 nations of the European Union, the United States of Europe. I know you guys hate that, but look, they are all dabbling, not just with tokenized asset, but just with the whole crypto space in general. Right? And by Q1, it takes months to do these kind of things, right? I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. Right? And I'm sure they started a little bit before, but until you had the MiCA regulations, MiCA, Markets and Crypto Assets Regulation, that's the name of the European Union comprehensive digital asset regulatory regime. That's it. That's the chicken. That's the full Monty right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole kit and caboodle right there, Of course, they'll tweak it here and there along the years, but that's the chicken, right? And so, so I just want to show you, so they're already dabbling over here in Italy, and they're doing it all over Europe. And it's just a matter of time, because remember, you also want to be first, right? As a financial institution, you want to be the first. Like, if I'm an asset manager, I want to know that, okay, I've got custody lined up, I've got my insurance lined up, the legal department says this is good, I've got my trading desk ready. All right, I'm going to start a fund, I'm going to start it first. Right? You want people to know, yeah. You want exposure to crypto? Bang, bang, I'm your guy. I got you, custody, insurance, all of it. Let's go. Right? I got the chicken. Well, I can get you the chicken. Give me your money and I'll get you the chicken you want. You're hungry? I get it for you. All right, I'll be the middleman, right? That's what an asset manager is. He's the middleman. For someone who's, scared, or, they just, it amazes me. People think like CEOs are geniuses. Let me tell you something. Elon Musk does not invest his own money. Yeah, you see, the money he does invest, Dogecoin, yeah, that shows you how stupid he is. That shows you what a dumb fuck he is, right? But, these guys don't invest their money. They have asset managers. Right? BlackRock. And speaking of BlackRock, oh, yeah, right? BlackRock applied for an ETF. Yeah, so rich motherfuckers like that can say, hey, BlackRock, man, can you get me into crypto? They're like, sure, fuckstick, we got a whole ETF of it for you. How much of your portfolio would like me to allocate? What percentage? All right. So I've preached. This is enough, but you guys get it. And this is what's coming in Europe, and this is what's coming to the world. But it takes time. It just takes time for these guys to, create the vehicles, and then the marketing program and blah, blah, blah. But trust me, they're all tripping over themselves to get here because they want to be first. You want to be first. All right, let's move on. Bang! Google Cloud is running a validator on Celo. The cloud service joins Deutsche Telekom and other ecosystem contributors participating in validating the Celo platform. So I know this is kind of stupid. I'm just reading about a validation thing. It's not like an onboarding or anything, but it just shows, when Celo goes around marketing themselves, marketing their blockchain, they can say, look, man, Google's a fucking validator. Who else did they say? Deutsche Telekom's a validator. You know what I mean? Like, we got big names on our team kind of thing. So I'm just kind of reading that. It's not a true onboarding. It's not like they're making money off of this, but if you can convince those kind of guys to be down with you, you know what I mean? Okay, so the Celo Foundation announced on Wednesday that Google's computing cloud service, Google Cloud, is running a validator on the Celo network, joining Deutsche Telekom and other ecosystem contributors. A validator participates in verifying new transactions and helps maintain the security of a blockchain. Right, so it shows like, oh, you got big people helping you with this? Okay, they wouldn't put their name to something if they didn't kind of, think it was worthwhile. So, or if they thought it would taint their name, right? It was a rug pull, right? All right, so you hope not. So the initiative builds on Google Cloud and Celo's long-standing relationship, including a previous collaboration where the Web2 giant worked with Celo to offer workshops and cloud computing services to developers and Web3 founders building on the network. The Celo network recently passed a proposal to migrate from its own independent blockchain to an Ethereum Layer 2 solution in a bid to simplify liquidity sharing between the two networks and to boost security. In order to streamline and accelerate the proposed transition to the Ethereum ecosystem, C Labs will leverage Google Cloud's blockchain node engine, a fully managed node hosting service, a press release noted. The blockchain node engine will facilitate node operations for Celo participants by relaying transactions and not waiting for nodes to sync, making it easier for Celo 2.0 to align with the Ethereum network, according to the press release. So, all right, how much more do we have to read of this? We all get it, right? Anyway, we'll just finish it. At Google Cloud, we're focused on strengthening the Web3 ecosystem by offering founders and developers the tools they need to scale their applications. Carlos Arena, Director of Digital Assets at Google Cloud, said, running a validator on Celo Network builds on a collaboration with the Celo Foundation, and we look forward to helping enable growth of the network. Right? And it is going to help with names like that. Other people will come along. And so the Celo Foundation was a founding partner of the Google Cloud's Web3 startup program. And Celo's token, Celo, rose as much as 6% in the minutes following the story. It's since paired some of its gains. Anyway, we don't talk about prices quite yet. Almost. All soon, but not quite yet. So anyways, Celo hodlers, bye. There you go. You got Deutsche Telekom. Bang! And now you got Google Cloud. So, bang! Big names. Shows the respect, or gives you respect in the eyes of investors and people who want to work on the network. Actually, use that network to do something on. And so, great stuff for Celo hodlers. Bang! Let's move on. By Indonesia to launch. Now, obviously, this story is old because it says they're going to launch it in July after several delays. It's obviously halfway through August already. But the reason I read this is because I just want to show you the level that shit can get to, okay? All right. So, following a series of delays, Indonesian government is expected to finally launch its national crypto exchange this month. Like, that's the level that I want to see crypto at. I don't want to see people, like, no offense to these little crypto, Binance and Coinbase and all that. I want to see crypto on the fucking NASDAQ, on the Dow Jones, right? On the FTSE, in the, London Stock Exchange, right? Tokyo Stock Exchange, like on the actual exchange itself, right? That's the level I want to see, there's your fucking mass adoption fuckstick. I want to see it on levels like that. These little crypto exchanges are cute. They've served their purpose, but it's time to grow up now. You know what I mean? It's time to gentrify and professionalize, and let's get this shit. I want to see Bitcoin on the NASDAQ. Like straight like that. Soccer mom and dad opens up her or his fucking E-Trade account. Bang. There's Bitcoin right there to be bought. Off the NASDAQ. Right off the NASDAQ, or the Dow, either one. S&P, I don't give a fuck. Either one. All of them. Fuck it. Probably will. Well, I know it'll be on at least one of those. But they'll be fighting to list that. But yeah, that's the level. People talk about, man, I can't wait for a Coinbase listing. Yeah, I can't wait for a NASDAQ listing, motherfucker. I can't wait for a London Stock Exchange listing. That's the level. That's the truth, where we really want to be. Fuck. Fucking Binance and shit like this. Fuck, man. All right, so let me get a sip and we'll proceed. Listed on stock exchanges with quarterly earnings reports like everyone else. All right. It'll get there. All right, so Indonesia is planning to launch its national cryptocurrency exchange in July. Local news outlet Tempo reported on Friday. The move comes after several delays with initial plans of a single national crypto bourse. Bourse is an exchange dating back to 2021. Licensed traders will be given a month to join the exchange. According to local reports, Indonesia's government is on track to launch its long-awaited national cryptocurrency exchange in the coming weeks. The country's Commodity Futures Trading Supervisory Agency, the CFTRA, intends to debut the crypto exchange this month. CFTRA's head, Didid Nordiatmoko, said that traders can buy and sell crypto solely through the exchange once the platform goes live. Yesterday, we agreed on the stock exchange rules. So, the Know Your Client process and all kinds have been regulated there. So, the KYC, that's part of what's called FATF. If you're new to this channel, you might not know what FATF is. FATF. FATF. It stands for the Financial Action Task Force. What is the Financial Action Task Force, dog? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's the global financial regulatory regime that every country in the world is under. Every country. Yeah, even fucking Iran. Yeah, Iran, Venezuela, all the miscreants. Fucking Russia, all of them. China, everybody. We're all under what's called FATF compliance. And if you're not up to FATF standard rules, you get blacklisted from the financial markets. So they're guidelines. So FATF is more guidelines. It's not you have to do exactly this. Because each country is different, right? You each have a different economy. But you have to meet a certain base level of standards. Right? Like, for instance, America, we went above and beyond some things. But we're kind of lame on others, right? Like, same with Europe. Europe kind of went above and beyond FATF compliance on certain things, but they kind of just kept baseline on others, right? So each country gets to do it, but you have to be at least baseline. Every country on earth, every country, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your fucking country is run by jihadists, even Afghanistan, yes, have to be fucking FATF compliant. Yeah, the Taliban, yeah, those fucksticks got to be FATF compliant, dog. Or you ain't making any transactions, homeboy. Yeah, like that. That's how serious it is. Right? That's how serious it is. Okay, and so you're probably wondering, so you notice all these exchanges and everything have this KYC, know your client. That's FATF compliance. Right? FATF compliance is you have to know your client. It's anti-money laundering and anti-terrorist financing. And the way that starts is through KYC, knowing who you're dealing with. Right? So There's a little lesson on Fat F for those of you who are new to this channel or don't know. I know you old school guys, I beat this in your heads already, so sorry about that. All right, let's move on. So we explained that crypto trading would be performed using integrated application. The regulator wants cryptocurrency sales to be local while following the latest international market developments, including crypto prices. CFTRA also notified Indonesia's Trade Minister Zulkifli Hasan about the launch. If the government requires no further changes, the regulator will sign the permit, giving licensed traders a month to join the exchange. Plans to roll out the National Digital Asset Exchange this month comes after numerous delays. The initial efforts date back to 2021, when owners of a government-backed telecom group formed a joint venture with Binance to launch a joint crypto exchange. Interesting. Binance's joint venture was formed with the Hortons, Indonesia's wealthiest family. The deal marked the second crypto venture for Binance in the Southeast Asian nation after striking a partnership with crypto trading platform Toko Crypto. After the initial delay, the launch of the national crypto was postponed until the end of 2022. However, the initiative was delayed again until June 2023 because a project such as this required many preparations, Indonesia's Deputy Trade Minister Jerry Sambuaga said in September. The Indonesian government first authorized crypto trading in 2018, recognizing crypto as a commodity. Bang! All right, there you go. So Indonesia is coming online with a national crypto exchange. That's the chicken. That's the chicken. That's what I want to see. That's what we want to see. Right? You saw, right? Binance tried to do the thing with the big family, the richest family in Indonesia. They were like, nah, fuck all that. We're going to make sure we have a properly regulated, licensed thing for our citizens to invest their money with. Or I guess invest their money through. So great news, great news, great news. So, but these are the kind of things we can expect. So just like the last story where I was just kind of showing you, was that the last story? No, the Italy story, the first one. What just countries are starting to come out now. Like, this is it now. You know what I mean? Like, back in 2018, it was, you know, oh, this guy's just talking pipe dreams. This guy, no, well, it's real. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's been fucking 5 long years, but here it is. Well, it's only the beginning. Right? There was in World War II, the Prime Minister of Britain, he said, this is not the end. In fact, this is not even the beginning. Rather, this may be the end of the beginning, right? Or some shit like that. Well, that's what we're in. We're in just the beginnings now. The real beginnings. The shit we've been talking about for 5 years. What we've been waiting for. Licensed, regulated, custodian, insured. All of it. The real deal. Asset managers, fund masters, super masters, institutional clients, family offices, all of them. All of them. Bringing us the chicken, bringing us that money, right? We've talked about here a million times. Those sort of people can only come and allocate their clients' money on licensed, regulated exchanges and with licensed, regulated assets within the country of jurisdiction, right? And so here we go. Okay, and then we're going to do just one last one. Bang! Hong Kong's OSL receives a Bitcoin license. So I don't really give a fuck about this one little company, OSL. I don't know who that even is. But I just want to show you that Hong Kong's handing out the licenses. And when you think of Hong Kong, you have to understand China, right? China owns Hong Kong. And when you think about that, just think Xi Jinping. Because he runs China. And he ain't ever letting go. He's going to be there forever. And so, and that's what I'm trying to show you is that, China is now, releasing the crypto to their people. Why is that so important? 1 in 5 people on Earth are Chinese. 1 in 5. Yeah, 20% of Earth are Chinese people. And, China has a lot of pent-up wealth. China doesn't allow their people to do like how we do in Europe and America and Canada, Britain, like that. People can't just invest in companies like that there. It doesn't really work like that. Like, a lot of their companies only allow sort of like 15% private investment, private equity, right? And then 85% is, kind of, a lot of them is the government, right? SOEs, state-owned enterprises. So even something big like Alibaba, yeah, there's probably only 20% of Alibaba shares and stocks are privately owned. The rest is, some kind of quasi-governmental, quasi-private thing. They blend it. It's a weird kind of thing how they do over there. Okay, but why do we get into that? But anyway, and so that's the problem, right? A lot of these guys are getting rich, but there's nowhere to invest it. So as you know, I'm sure if you follow the Chinese news, a lot of them have been pumping money into real estate. Yeah, well, that created a huge real estate bubble just now that just popped. So that's a bunch of fuck up. And a lot of them, just buy property overseas, right? Like Canada, where I'm from, where I was, when I was raised, I was born here in America, but I was raised in Canada. There are whole condominium buildings, that are empty. Empty. Same within downtown New York, Manhattan. Empty condos. Chinese people buy the condos, but they don't live there. So they're all paid for, it's all bought, but they just hodl it as an investment, right? Just to store wealth. So there's whole buildings in New York and Toronto, Vancouver, Canada, oh my gosh, so many, that they're just empty buildings. Like out of a 100-unit condo building, like 10 people live there. Like actual live there on a daily basis. You know what I mean? The rest of them are just empty. And so that's the level. And so Chinese are always looking for investment vehicles that they're allowed to invest in. But they're not allowed to just move their money offshore and stuff so easy like we are. Like in America, Canada, Europe, Britain, wherever, you're allowed to invest wherever the fuck you want, right? But China sort of limits how much you can take out of the country, right? And so that's part of their problem. That China kind of holds their money hostage. Like you're allowed a certain percent, so that's where they buy their condos in America and in New York, Toronto, wherever. But the rest of it is kind of locked. You're not allowed to just take the money out like that. And so so they're always looking for investment vehicles where they're allowed to. And so with this proposal, it's not a proposal. The Communist Party doesn't propose anything to you. They tell you. And so with Hong Kong saying, all right, we're open to the retail investors, okay? Forget about this OSL thing, just this. Bitcoin and Ethereum retail trading is now live. So that is now a legit way where they can now place their money. You see? And so that's going to bring a lot of wealth to this space. This fucking bullshit $1.17 trillion thing, well, once the Chinese really start pouring in, we're going to see that number rise rapidly, okay? And so I just wanted to show you that it's happening. It's happening. China is releasing their people to invest in crypto. And like I said, they need ways to park their money, right? They just blew up their own housing market. That's blown up. They're only allowed to take so much offshore. Hey, we got some crypto. Bang. All right, so there we go. All right, let's get to shout-outs. Look. Where's everybody? Bang. Whoops, not that. Oh, look at this boy. This is my home. This is one of our brothers, Benjamin. He invested in this thing called Moonbot. Oh, okay. Moonbot a couple weeks ago. Holy fuck, he's making a killing. He got like 0.007. He got in like real cheap. Yeah, the fucking shit's like $8. I think he even says it down here somewhere. Yeah, hear it? Oh, it's like $4. Yeah, he says it's sitting at $4. Last week it was at $2.48. Bang, Benjamin. I'm going to call Benjamin the truffle pig. Yeah, Benjamin is the CB News truffle pig. Let me brother, see brother. Bang, truffle pig. You know what a truffle pig is? You know truffles, right? Truffles are valuable these little sort of potato-ish kind of things, right? And, they're expensive, right? And, you can eat them, right? You eat them. And, truffles are very rare, right? You can't just go growing a truffle farm, right? You can't plant truffles. Truffles just grow wild in nature, right? And so you have to go find them out in the forests here in America and in Europe, actually even in the Middle East, in Syria, right? And you have to find them, right? You can't plant them. They're a kind of vegetable or not a vegetable, it's a tuber, kind of like a potato thing. You can't plant it. It just grows natural. And so the way you find them, you have to go find them. So you have to go find them. And so the way you find them is with a truffle pig. That's Benjamin. He's a truffle pig. You need the pig to find the truffles, right? And that's what Benjamin is. He's like a truffle pig because he doesn't just look at like me. When I invest in crypto, I invest in the master chain. You know what I mean? I just invest in like Ethereum, VeChain, IOTA, Stellar, like the blockchain itself, like the big blockchain. But all those little what I'm calling, or maybe they are called it, ecosystem coins, right? There's all these there's all these coins on all these little companies that are part of the bigger blockchain, right? Right? The blockchain's like a big old sow, right? You know what a sow is. Watch this. Let's go look at a sow. Let's have a little fun. Right? The blockchain is like a big old sow. All right. All right. Like a big old sow. Right? So here's the blockchain, right? And it's like a big old sow. Here's the sow. Right? So this blockchain here, you see this big sow over here on the right? Can you see this above my head? Let me make sure you guys can see this. All right, you can see it good enough. You can see good enough. Right? You see this is Ethereum right here. Right? The big mama pig. Right? But you see this is all the ecosystem. Right? They're sucking off the teat of of the bigger blockchain. Right? So what Benjamin does, or what he did, right? Like for me, I told you, like I invest in the blockchain. I buy the sow, right? But Benjamin, he went and he bought himself a little piglet, right? This one, this, MBot, or where was that? Yeah, MBot or M-Moon or something. Moonbot. Shit, where was that? Anyways, he bought that shit super cheap. Last week it was $248. It's $428. And so that, and so Benjamin Fuckstick, congratulations, first of all. Yeah. Good job, motherfucker. Good job. But when you're going to buy some piglets, well, tell the brothers. Tell the brothers. Tell the rest of us, Fuckstick. I wouldn't mind having a piece of that action. On honest truth, I don't invest in piglets, but now that I've seen how, and the thing about, and that's why I call Benjamin a truffle pig, is because Benjamin goes digging around, right? Let me show you something. Right? Benjamin goes digging around, right? He's the information master, right? And Benjamin's like a truffle pig, right? So here's Benjamin, right? I had a big old, just a little truffle pig. You see him? You see, that's how you have to find truffles. You see the pig, it roots around. So look over here on my right, or to the right of the screen. You see, he digs around. You see this truffle pig? That's what they do, right? They dig around, and they get the truffle, and then the farmer grabs the truffle from the pig. All right, so here's Benjamin right here. All right, look at the truffles he found. Big old truffle pig. So that's Benjamin. He's the CB News official truffle pig, digging up the good shit, right? Instead of just getting the sow, he digs around and he finds out what little piglet to buy. And as you can see, bang! Oh, that chicken is plump and juicy. So look, Benjamin. Truffle pig. Bang! Bit him. All right. Maybe I should just bang some dudes from here. The usual band of miscreants. Edwin. Oh, okay. You can't really do it. Well, anyway, bang! Andrew Richeta, bang! All right, we'll do it from over here. Can't really bang them over there. Yes. Oh, here's some posse. Look, Universal Misanthrope, the official head of security of CB News. Look. Holding down the insurgency in Central Europe. And look, official grill master of Noah Fest. Yes. Bang! Love your brother. Gertstable. Love your brother. See brother. Bang! 007, son of a bitch. Oh, bang! Oh, bang! Oh, bang! Yes. Got you, Ronkez. You son of a bitch. Got Ronkez once again. Bang! Oh, bang! Look, bang! Yes. You have to give him a little extra sometimes when you've been away a while. Bang! Look! All right? Keep him in line. Keep him on his toes. All right? Don't want to let him settle down. You got to keep him on his toes. And he's on his toes because he's got the chicken right there. Look. Love your brother. See your brother. Got that chicken. Bang! Crazy Edwin. Yes. The official mascot of CB News. Love your brother. See your brother. Bang! All right. The original. Right. The original, literally. The first show that I ever made when 7 people only watched it. All right, Radster. Holding down the insurgency in Eastern Europe. Our brother from Prague. And a Bengals fan. Oh, look. Only a few more weeks till NFL season, brother. Oh, shit. It's going to be nice. Have you been watching the preseason games? They already been on. Like tonight we had preseason games. Anyway, brother, I'll talk to you when we get to the big times. Look, never brother, see brother. Bang! Who's this guy? Oh, that's some Ukraine war business. Yeah, I'm into the Ukraine war, you know what I mean? Look, Kenneth Hines. Love it, brother, see brother. Bang! Oh, he's rocking the shimmer. He got it. Nice tangle. Oh, he's all up in the iota stuff. All of it. He's got the whole set of chicken. Yes, of course he does. He's a smarty pants. This guy, he's like some kind of computer guy or something. Anyway, love with the sheep of the bang. I don't remember how he says it, but it's some sort of smarty pants thing. That's all I know. Technically bullish. I haven't seen you for a while, brother. Love you for the zebra, though. Bye. Oh, I like your new thing. Oh, Pepe with a suit on. It's pretty funny. Bang. Nice. All right. I think that's kind of everyone. The rest of it is just Ukraine war. Oh, Victor. Love you for the zebra, though. Bang. He is the chicken. He's got that chicken holding it down. Bang. Look, if you're new to this channel, let me tell you something. Sometimes in life you get the chicken. Sometimes you only get the feathers. Around here, me and the crew, we only fuck with the chicken. You got feathers, you can get the fuck out of our face. Get the fuck out of our face. You know what I'm saying? All right, and everybody else. All right, let's bounce. Love you, brothers. See you. Love you, brothers and sisters. Bang. Let's get back to the bang. Welcome back to the Death Star. All right, everybody. So we had a great show for you today. Yes, you're welcome. Of course we did. All right. Of course we did. Would there be any other kind? All right. All right. So Italy's central bank is going to use Polygon. So Matic hodlers, bang, Mayor of Matic. I hope you heard this one tonight. Hope you're happy. Tokenized assets. And that's what I said. I mean, I've said it from the beginning. They're going to tokenize everything in the world. Property, your car, your kid. Slap a QR code right on that ass as soon as that kid pops out. You'll see. I mean, and you have to remember this. Here in this country, we have what's called a social security number. In Canada, I had what's called a social insurance number. And in your country, wherever you are, you've got your number, right? Your whatever your number is in your government, right? Your social number. Yeah, well, that's your fucking token number, right? You're an NFT, individual, non-fungible. You're the only one. You're the original of that number, right? Yeah, well, soon we're just going to slap it on that ass, barcode it, and beep. That'll be it, right? He'll just get tokenized for real and put on the blockchain. So, yeah, so anyways, though, I'm serious about that, actually. Trust me, 50 years from now, that's exactly what's going to go down. But tokenizing assets. And so, one day you'll just hold your Microsoft shares on your fucking ledger. You hold the deed to your house on your ledger, or wherever, some sort of storage, cold storage, hot storage, wherever. But it'll be all tokenized and held. And I think it's great. You guys know me. I've preached about it. I'm not going to get into it tonight too much, or really at all. But, in India and third world countries, people get their property stolen from them, right? And there's no proof that they even own the property. Their families lived there for hundreds of years, before, keeping records of property was even a thing, right? So people come along, gangsters and shit, and they fucking rob them of it, right? And so when it's tokenized under their name, that'll never be able to happen again. So that's great. I love token it. I'm excited about the prospect of tokenizing all manner of assets. All right, and like I said, so within the Italy central bank here, what they're doing with Polygon, it also shows you that Europe is now beginning to dabble and see, all right, we've got the laws, now what investment vehicles can we bring out? What will be legal? What will be not? Which will make us money? Obviously, they're not going to do it just for the sake of it. What's going to make us money? How can we do it? So this is great. And like I said, I think by Q1 next year out of Europe, we should start hearing about like investment vehicles, both institutional and on the retail side. Yeah, just like your stock market, it'll just be regular like that. It's starting to be regular. It won't just be boom like that right away next year, but that'll be the beginnings, and it'll just be a, just kind of a snowball effect, faster and faster and faster, more and more and more, until finally you get to the point where kind of we are now, like where I showed you, where you can take one Microsoft share and invest in it, fucking 10 different fucking ways, right? 10 different ways to expose the price of your Microsoft price to your portfolio, right? Yeah, that'll just be the same with crypto, right? Like I said with Bitcoin, right? Like, I've always told you, soccer mom and dad, people are never going to go buy coffee with crypto. No one's going to wake up in the morning and go, I need to go buy my my fucking Starbucks with the Bitcoin. You'd be an idiot to do that. Why would you do that? Your Bitcoin's going to go up in value, you fucking moron. Right? And so when people say, mass adoption, yeah, you're thinking too small. Buying coffee? No. The 100 million Americans, 100 million Europeans, however many Canadian and British, are never, ever, ever going to just wake up one day, magically, just have an epiphany. Oh, honey, wake up. What is it, sweetie? I need Bitcoin. Why? I got to go get my coffee at Starbucks. Well, sweetie, my wallet's over there. Just take the debit card. No, but I need to pay for it in Bitcoin. No one's going to do that. You'd be an idiot to do that. But I tell you what, 1 million, 100 million Americans, 100 million Europeans, Canadians, and everyone else are going to do. Yeah. When they hear this, hi, Mr. Johnson, can you come into HR department for a minute? We need to have a word with you. Yes. Right? You think you're in trouble, right? Getting called into HR, you think you're going to get fired. Oh, shit. What'd I do wrong, right? No, don't worry. Don't worry, Mr. Johnson. There's great news for you. What is it? Yes. Now, look, Mr. Johnson, you've got a great 401k portfolio here. It's performing well for you. Now, we have a proposal. Would you like a little Bitcoin in your 401k? Would I like a little Bitcoin in my 401k? I was waiting for you motherfuckers to ask. Of course I want Bitcoin in my 401k. That's what 100 million people will take Bitcoin in their 401k. Absolutely. You'd be an idiot not to. Your returns on your ROI on your fucking Tesla shares are like what, 3%, 5% a year. Now I know obviously Bitcoin does crash. I mean, the losses can be extensive, but overall trend, and plus what more and more money is going to pile into this, and it gets scarcer and scarcer, thus driving up value. Supply and demand. That's all a market is supply and demand. And so once the demand is more and more, but the supply, remember, there's only 21 million of these fucking things. There's only 21 million. In about 5 years, even it's happening already. People are like, oh, do you own a whole Bitcoin? That's like a big deal now. Right? Like people are going to own Satoshi's worths of that shit. 5 years from now, people are going to be bragging about, yeah, I own 1,000 Satoshi's worth. I own 1,000 Satoshi's worth of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? But that'll be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal. Watch 5-10 years from now. Yeah, you're going to, and if you actually own Bitcoin, at least one, people are going to be like, whoa, man, you're a real master. Well, no, I just got lucky. It went down to $3,000, and so I just bought a couple. Right? But it'll be a big deal. And so, crypto's here to stay. Crypto's here to rock. And that's your mass adoption. When it's in everyone's 401k, when all the asset managers are putting it in the funds of the people whose assets they manage, right? That's your big money. When the hedge fund guys come, the family offices get here. And just all the different fund masters, mutual fund, retirement funds, IRAs, pension funds, just all the different kind of fucking funds you can have. Actively managed funds, passively managed funds. Oh my gosh. I've taught you before what a market is. Here's a market. All this that you see, this right here, that's when you see the Dow going up and down 100, up and down 200, up and down 300. Yeah, but the rest of the market, that's funds. That's what makes a real market. And that's when crypto is really that's when we're really going to be here. When just fund masters just start slurping and gobbling this shit up, like when they start eating our chicken. When they start eating our chicken fully. All right, brothers, let's get on to the next story, man. I'm getting too excited just thinking about it, daggone. I think I got a boner. Just kidding. I always stay boned. All right, just kidding. But all right, move on. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. All right, so Polygon hodlers, bang. All right, Google Cloud to run a validator on Celo. So it's not an onboarding. All right, so it's not like, yeah, they're making money. But it's almost as good as an onboarding. When you've got something like Google Cloud backing you, it adds legitimacy to your thing. I mean, it's not technically an onboarding, but it sort of is in that this is going to draw much more business, right? This thing is going to pay for itself. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, just having them there is going to make you money. And so, great. So there's not anything else to say. It's just doing the validation, but it's, just great for Celo. It shows just legitimacy. So, Celo holders, bang. And then Indonesia National Crypto Exchange. And so that's what I'm talking about. So along with the real mass adoption, not buying fucking Starbucks, but along with the real one I just said, fucking in every fund and every investment vehicle imaginable. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry, brothers and sisters. It's coming. Only a matter of time. Just got to hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Accumulate while you can. Because when it does, when the flood begins, like I've said on this channel, if you're new to this channel, I've always told my people, look, one day there is a tsunami of money that's coming to this space. A tsunami of it. It's been a while, but trust me, there is a tsunami of money that's coming to this space. Once this place is regulated, and once these big-time institutions, big-time investment masters, fund managers, asset managers are allowed to allocate their clients' fund. You see, well, why hasn't crypto grown yet? Because look, dick, fuck, stick. If I'm BlackRock, I'm not allowed to just put, all right, so, Bill Gates obviously has money with BlackRock. So if I'm the Bill Gates account manager for BlackRock, I'm not allowed to just go buy Bill Gates, some VeChain or some Solana or some Polygon, some Matic, right? Not allowed to do that. Well, why not? Well, because they're not regulated in this country. I can buy Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's regulated in America. So is Ethereum. So I can get those two. But anything else, I'm not allowed to go buy him some Singularity Net, talking robot and shit. Not yet. I'm not allowed to get him IOTA. None of that. If I even... You're just not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that, right? It's just, you wouldn't. The lawyers at the firm you'd get fired for even trying or something like that. And so, what would you do? Open a BlackRock account on Binance and buy Bill Gates like $1 billion worth of VeChain? You'd destroy the market, actually. But anyway, you drive up price. I guess you could go get it over the counter is where you'd have to go get it. You'd have to go get that shit OTC for Bill Gates. Bill Gates has too much money. You can't just buy that shit retail. You'd fucking make the market. You'd make the market fucking fly. Bill Gates' money, there probably isn't even enough VeChain on Binance to buy $1 billion worth of it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, guys. That's a fantasy, but that's a funny one. That's funny. Trust me. If you know what over-the-counter is, you know what I'm saying. Well, you know what I'm saying. It's not going to affect the market, but if you try to do that on the spot market, oh my gosh. Bang! VeChain would be bang! Like right away. That'd be sweet. But anyway, back to what I was saying is but BlackRock's not allowed to do that, right? On any of these guys, Fidelity, BlackRock, Vanguard, Citadel, all the Mastas, they're not allowed to do that because it's not regulated. Here. Oh, in Europe, though, is a whole other ballgame. I just talked to you about microregs about a half hour ago, and I preached about it for about 20 minutes back there. Right? They are allowed in Europe, and that's what I'm talking about. We're going to see all the investment vehicles coming out of Europe for all this shit. Yeah, it's all regulated there. Your VeChain, your IOTA, your Stellar, your Matic, Solana. Fuck all of it. Fucking hemp coin, right? Those Mastas will be. And that's why on this channel, I tell everybody, look, buy revenue generating product. You have to buy blockchains, not just because you like the idea or some shit like this, but because people are actually using it. It's actually making money. Because that's what those guys are going to buy, right? When the hedge fund master comes, he has what's called analysts, okay? Armies. Well, like BlackRock has, I can tell you right now, I bet you BlackRock has as many people, as many analysts in their country, in their company worldwide as America does in our army. Yeah, like that, hundreds of thousands. Fidelity has over 400,000 agents around the world. Yes, yeah, and I'm telling you, BlackRock, they're even bigger than Fidelity. And those guys, but the BlackRock people are analysts. They analyze every little fucking thing. The fucking Filipino pineapple market. A lot of pineapples come from the Philippines. The cocoa bean crops in, not cocaine, but actual cocoa beans, like coffee beans in Colombia. Colombian coffee. I'm not talking about the Coke, but the coffee. Yeah, they've got analysts just for that market, just for that one market, right? Colombian coffee beans, right? Like in Jamaica, we grow mangoes. Yeah, they have an analyst in Jamaica who that's all they do is analyze the Jamaican mango market. What was the crops like this year? What are the... Yeah, it's deadly like that. Anyway, so then that's why they're called smart money. Is because, and so now I'm going to talk about just more regular hedge fund, family office. They have little teams of their own analysts that they tell go analyze stuff. Yeah, well, that's what's happening in Europe right now. All those fucking hedge funds, all those family offices, all the fund managers, all the asset managers, everybody has their analysts looking at this space. Beep, eyeballs on this space. Tell me who's making the money in that motherfucker. Right? My name's Shomari. I got a hedge fund. Look, Susie, we want to get into crypto. Get the team together. Tell me what we got. Come back to me in a week. Yeah, a week later, she comes back. Hi, Mr. Clarke. Hey, Susie, come on in. What do you got for me? Well, and then she starts just rapping it. She just starts telling it. Well, sir, we got this one VeChain. It's run by the ex-CTO of Louis Vuitton. They're doing supply chain stuff. They've got a Walmart contract, blah, blah, blah. We recommend this a buy. Oh, thank you, Susie. Great. Next. Okay, sir. And our next one here, we've got, it's called AIG, artificial AGI, it's called Singularity Net, artificial generalized intelligence, sir. This man, his name is Dr. Ben Gortzel. He's a PhD, and he is a thinking, talking robot. Thinking, talking robot, Susie. Is that so? Yes, sir. It is so. And trust me, here's a video clip, sir. Let me show you. Right? And she shows it. Right? And he looks and he's like, fuck, that thing talks. Yes, sir. Yes, Susie. How do you recommend this? Sir, we recommend this a strong buy. Yeah, Susie, I agree. Right? And then she just keeps giving it to him, and then he chooses, right? Yes. Well, I definitely like this walking, talking robot. And I definitely like this VeChain thing here. Okay. All right. Johnny. And he calls his trading desk. Johnny, his head of trades. Johnny, come here. What's up, boss? Look, Johnny, we're getting some crypto. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Now, I want you to have the boys start accumulating some of this. Let's go OTC. Let's not let the market know what we're doing. I want some VeChain and I want some Singularity Net. Get the boys on it. How much, sir? Let's start with 200 million on each and keep it quiet. Bang. And that's literally what I just said right there is literally how it works. Like, that's the truth. What I just showed you, that's the process. The analyst tells the master, if he agrees, tells the trading desk executes the chicken, the shit, starts laying down the law, accumulating, right? And so that's what's exactly happening and about to happen in crypto. Well, especially in Europe, that's exactly what they're allowed to do now. If I were a fund master in Europe, I'd be like, Susie, come, let's go. But they have to wait for the investment vehicles. And that's the only difference is that each fund master, they're sort of a master of an investment vehicle, right? So you have some guys, they're masters at futures contracts, and their trading desks, their traders are futures contract masters. So you have to have a futures contract for them to invest in it, right? Some of them are options traders. They buy and sell puts. They buy and sell calls. They fucking do strangles and tangles and da-da-da-da-da. Right? So you have to have the investment vehicle for them to do that. And that's what I'm telling you. All these vehicles are going to be here for the masters to be able to start participating. All right. I know a lot of you have heard that before. But if you haven't heard that, that's what it's about. That's how it really works. That's how finance, economics, that's how markets work. And that's exactly what's about to happen here in this space. Okay, let's move on. So Indonesia Crypto Exchange. Oh, did we already start this one? Anyway, we did. That's how I got onto this whole shit. Right. Anyways, okay, so it's a regulated, it's just a regular crypto exchange. All right, so bang! And then the Hong Kong crypto retail, again, just to prove, well, not prove, but just to show that China is on board. Xi Jinping is on board. And when the Communist Party lets something go down, well, that's it. That's the rule. It's happening. And what's so good about China is, like I told you, 1 in 5 people on Earth are Chinese. 1 in 5. 20% of Earth are Chinese. Well, and I'll say another one. 20% of people on Earth are Indian. Between India, the Punjabis, and the Chinese, the Han, right? That's their ethnicity. Chinese are called Hans, and Indians are called Punjabis. Yeah, between those two ethnicities, that's 40% of Earth. Yeah, let that sink in, fuckstick. 40% of Earth. All right, what are you, Irish, British, Spanish, whatever? What are you? 0.000, I'm Jamaican, right? We're like 0.00001% of Earth, Jamaicans. You know what I mean? Well, you're Irish, you're like 0.00002% of Earth, maybe, You're British, you're like 0.00006% of Earth. Yeah, fucking China is 20% of Earth, right? India's 20% of Earth, you know? You know, if you're Kenyan, you know, you're like 0.0002% of Earth, right? So that's why we care so much about the Chinese coming on board. And not only that, but the real juice of, as an investor, as a person who just loves markets and everything and is into it, wow, that's how I make my living. I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I'm a currency trader. But what I love about China is that because the Chinese government restricts them from offshoring their money, they've got all this pent-up money just looking for somewhere to go. And over the past few years, all of them have been pouring their money into real estate. Real estate, not only whatever they can get with outside the country, like whatever they can take out, which is just a small fraction of what their real wealth is, but they've been pumping it domestically. And that's why China just had a housing bubble crash. Yeah, like mega. They had this one company called Evergrande. Yeah, they were down $300 billion. Yeah, the one company, the one real estate company. 300 billion. Like, that makes Enron. But they're not a scam. It's not a scam. Like, Evergrande wasn't scamming. They weren't doing any shenanigans. It's just the market blew up on them. Right? It was. So when I say Enron, I don't mean to imply criminality. I'm just saying just the level of destruction. You know, the level of destruction of the company. I mean, 300 billion? I mean, half of the countries on earth don't even have a GDP of $300 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like, daggone, this is one company. And so that shows you how huge internally the Chinese housing market is. The good thing for us, though, is that when the Chinese market crashed, well, it didn't affect us, did it? Right? Like when the American housing market crashed, bang. It affected Canada, Europe, Britain, Europe, and obviously America, right? Because we had all bought those credit, what do you call these? Mortgage-backed securities that were built off of the subprime loans. So when all those subprime loans blew, well, all our investments just turned to dog shit right away, right? And that's the beauty about what happened with China is, well, China doesn't allow us to invest in their housing market. So great. So their housing market just blew up. Well, we're all pretty. Their housing market is 10 times the size of the American market. Yeah, but nobody's affected. Europe isn't affected. Canada's not affected. Why? Yeah, because none of us got to invest in it in the first place. So we didn't make the money on the way up, but we're not feeling the pain on the way down either, right? All right, the Chinese didn't let us in. Fuck it. There you go. Suffer yourselves, fucksticks. Right? And so that's why there's no QE over the housing crash in China. Right? Like I said, the one company, Evergrande, $300 billion, not million, billion. Like I'm saying it correctly, not M, million, B, billion. Yeah, does it affect us here? Most people, if you ask someone in America, how's the Chinese housing market going? I don't know. I didn't know they had a housing. Yeah, they're idiots. Yeah, they wouldn't even know. Right? But when we blew up, the fucking whole world felt that motherfucker, didn't they? Because we'd sold all that dog shit to everyone else. We offloaded that dog shit on everybody, and so everyone had to suffer. And so, anyways, though, but what I'm just trying to show you back to the crypto part of things is that the wealthy Chinese need places to store their money. And so this is a brand new asset class that they're now allowed to be exposed to. The same things are going to happen in China. They're going to have to build investment vehicles around it. You know, Chinese investment vehicles. They're not. So don't start thinking like America, like options and swaps and futures contracts and shit. Like, no, that's not how the Chinese roll. They have their own shit that they do, you know. I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I don't even know what investment vehicles they have or what they're called over there. But, you know, they're not like us here, you know, where it's just freewheeling. Anyone can get in, anyone can get out. No, it's controlled. You know, Chinese Communist Party control. Like, only a certain percentage of this money can do this, and only a certain percentage. Or they have their fingers and hands in everything, right? It's not like here where it's, well, that's why we have what's called a free market, right? We're free market capitalists. In other words, we write the laws and then have at it. It's free. Go. Whatever you want, buddy. Have at it, right? As long as you stay within the rules, right? No insider trading, no wash trading, no rug pulls. All right, well, have at it, right? And so but we're going to get the Chinese version of free markets, which is communist markets, but their investors will be able to put the money in. All right, so I've been talking enough. So that's it for today, guys. It's great to be back with you. Love you guys. Truffle Pig, Benjamin. Next time you go on, buy some of that shit, right? Oh, let's go look at Benjamin again. 1 second again. Let's just go back. So the show's pretty much over, but if you want to stick around and just hear me yap for a second, right? Here's Benjamin, right? Just a little old truffle pig, right? Look at him, right? Just digging. That's Benjamin, right? He dug up. He found it, right? Right? He found the piglet, right? You don't have to just buy the whole sow. Benjamin's making money off the piglets, right? He's a big old truffle pig. That's Benjamin right there, truffle pig. Look at him, happy. Look at him right here, right? Those are truffles right there, right? You got to dig them out of the ground. You can't plant them, or else people obviously would have a truffle farm, right? Or truffle farms. So there's Benjamin, big old truffle pig. So thank you, Benjamin. Yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't show you Benjamin. Hold on. I got to show you Benjamin. My bad. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. Now here's Benjamin. Here he is, truffle pig, right? He digs up the stuff, right? We always invest in the whole sow, the Ethereum, the Solana, the Matic, the whatever, right? He's starting to invest in piglets, right? The side chain, not side chain. What do you call this shit? The ecosystem tokens. Yes, right. That's blockchain. That's exactly what blockchain is. That's Ethereum. There's some DeFi. There's some NFTs. There's some DEX and some other shit. All right, so that's how it goes. So look, truffle pig. Love you, brother. See you, brother. And so for all the rest of you, let's chill it and kill it. Bang! Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Look, subscribe below and press the bell. You'll get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. The greatest show, in case you didn't notice. Look, in the multiverse. Bang! My name is Shomari Clarke, and I love talking money. Bang! And I love talking crypto. Bang! This is the favorite time of my day whenever I do it. And so, thank you for having me in your home. And I'll see you next time for another fun fact-filled day of crypto talk. But until then, subscribe here and press the bell and press the thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm gives me some love, because I don't monetize these, so YouTube doesn't like me that much. And watch that video right there and get your mind right. Get your mind right. Love you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Until next time, my name is Shomari Clarke, and look, I am always on duty. Lucky you. Bang! Yes. Love you guys. Over and out.